You are listening to the KNON Podcast episode, The Story of Bobby Rush, Blues, Hip Hop, Race, Religion. In this segment, DJ Easy Eddie D, host of the longest-running hip-hop show in America, sits down with blues legend Bobby Rush for an insightful discussion. They delve into the profound connection between blues and hip-hop, exploring how the emotive storytelling and musical elements of blues have shaped and influenced the evolution of hip-hop. Through their conversation, they uncover the intricate ways in which these two genres intersect, revealing how the legacy of blues continues to resonate in the rhythms and lyrics of contemporary hip-hop.
Do you know much about sampling?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that, the first person to sample one of your songs was the Jizza from Wu-Tang in '91. He used chicken heads.
Yeah, I saw him do that, but I didn't know who did it first.
Yeah. Now
I know I didn't get no pay.
That's it. So I didn't know that Chicken Heads was written by you, because the first time I heard it was by Black Heat.
Yeah.
So, do you have a version of any of the songs that people have done that you really like, that you thought it was a?
Yeah, but I like the way they did it. Chicken Head.
Yeah. Black Heat.
I like the way they did it. They did a good job on it. Yeah. It was did 29 times by 26 different artists.
Yeah.
But a guy did it. Chicken Head been recorded 29 times.
That's crazy. Yeah. Now,
I've been watching you was cut. It was a group that was out. I've been watching you.
Aura. Go walking.
Yeah, let me tell you a little something about that song.
Yeah.
When I recorded that record, I named it that because I had a contract with Stan Lewis. I couldn't put my name on it. That's me. I changed my name.
That's crazy. See,
that's me.
Inside information.
I had a contract with Stan Lewis, and they were trying to sue me about a contract. I had to change my name to put that record. I've been watching you.
That's it. Wow.
That's me doing the vocal. I changed my voice on it and did the record. It's me all the way. I wrote the song and everything.
See, that's beautiful.
And Prince did the same thing.
Yeah.
We had a contract with a record company then, and I couldn't put the record out in my name. Couldn't put that in Bobby Rush.
Indeed.
So I had to change my name.
Indeed. Yeah. So I went and took, I think, Bow-Legged Woman. So
you rogue, you.
Yeah. So this is kind of like,
oh man,
a way to. This is what I did with it. Changes.
Oh man. You're a genius, man.
Looking at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so.
Chicken in the car, and the car won't go.
Yep.
That's the way it's spelled. Chicago. And now I found a park and I paid a green. That's the way it's spelled.
That's it.
New Orleans. Yeah. Man.
Yeah, so.
I'm flattered about that, man.
Yeah. So that's the thing about sampling, and when someone does it and doesn't just use the song, but you chop it up and play it back differently, and yeah.
Well, you got to take one of my songs and do something. We got to do something, man, because you sing it with it, man. Yeah.
I would love to. Yo, seriously, yeah, I would love. Yeah. No, we can.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I would love to do something like that. So I'd be honored. Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness.
Now I got some homework to do with you. We got to do that.
Yeah. Indeed. So yeah, but hip hop is, like I said, to me it's the blues and some of your music. Like it's you had a lot of funk.
Oh yeah.
And like for you, what made you want to like take that direction?
I guess because of James Brown was funky,
Mm-hmm.
Muddy Water was bluesy,
Mm-hmm.
Hollow Wolf were different. So I got between the three guys
Mm-hmm.
and found a place for me inside of those three guys.
Indeed, yeah.
James Brown funky,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hollow Wolf was bluesy,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Muddy Water was also lonesome sounding, and I got between those things. Happiness. Other way, I tried to play something that I was mad, but I was smiling all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like you come in and kiss the garbage man with your woman. You say, "Hey man, what you doing?" You know,
what you doing?
Man,
Smiling.
what you doing in the bed with my woman? You know.
Keep
That's
it.
blues.
Because and like Big Joe Turner, all these cats like you. I mean, like it must have been something to be. What about Ruth Brown?
Yeah, Ruth Brown worked with me for a long, long time.
Yeah.
In fact, Ruth Brown was working with me 2 or 3 weeks before she passed. She was a board member of the Blues Association, so I was on the board members also. So we saw each other weeks at a time.
Yeah, her nephew is Rakim, one of the best rappers, MCs ever. Was Rakim, yeah. So when I found that out, I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, I mean,
oh man,
yeah, Ruth Brown. But yeah, Big Joe Turner,
Ruth Brown, and Picnic Mark and Mom Mabel all with my friends and friends. Oh God.
Yeah. Did you ever do anything with Red Fox?
Oh please, are you kidding? Are you kidding me, man? I got Red Fox a job at Bourbon Street in 1953. Yeah. Man. I got to tell you this. There was a guy called Kunch. Kunch run this club in Chicago on Rush Street. It was called the Bourbon Street on Rush Street. He hired me, and I told him about Red Fox, so he hired Red Fox. He said, Red Fox wanted $15 a night. And I told him, I said, if you give me $10 a night, I can do what Red Fox do. He said, can you work 2 shows for $15? I said, no, I work 1 show for $15. Give me about 20 for the other. He said, no, I can't do that. I give you 30 and 30. I said, okay, give me 30 and 30. He said, but you got to make me laugh. I said, I can make you laugh. He said, make me laugh. So Red Fox was sitting there. I said, I went to this girl's house one night about 10:30, and she came in about 11:15. And he looked at me like that. Now I got him already, cause she don't get. I'm in her house 45 minutes before she get there. And I stepped behind the door. And when I stepped out from behind the door, I said, "Boo!" She said, "Oh, Bobby Rush, you almost get my panties off." I said, "Boo, boo, boo, boo," and he laughed. And I got the job. I got the job, and I hired Red Fox to do the MC for me.
See, that's beautiful. Word.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you about. Did you know much about VJ Records? What?
Let me tell you how VJ come in.
Yeah.
VJ Record wasn't VJ Records. Calvin Carter and his sister Vivian Carter owned the record company. There was a guy called Jimmy. Jimmy lived in Gary, Indiana in 1951 or 52. Maybe in 49 when he went there. 1951 and 52, Jimmy had the record shop. Calvin Carter and Vivian Carter, sister and brother. They had a record company called CJ Record.
CJ.
Vivian and Calvin. Then she got married to Jimmy in Gary, Indiana. Then they call it VJ Record. Vivian and Jimmy.
Wow. I didn't know that part. That's how I get
That's what they do. I know him. I know him well.
Indeed,
I know well. Now, she had a sister. He had a sister. Was married to Cleve Eden. Cleve Eden was the bass player for Count Basie. And that's who was playing all of my rhythm. On Chicken Head and everything.
Oh, really? So it all ties together.
Dude, I know him.
I just had to ask. I just had to ask.
I know the whole family.
Indeed.
I know him when he was 25 years old. Yeah.
That was a pretty major record company back then.
It was one of the major record companies. That before Chess, before Leonard and Phil. See, in 1950, I'll tell this on there. In 1951, when I went to get a job at Chess, Leonard and Phil was two brothers. And I told it in the book. I was going to get a job cutting records at Chess Record. Jimmy Reed was there, who later went to VJ Records. Fast Domino come there to get a record, and they didn't sign him. But Harlan Wolf came there, they didn't sign Harlan Wolf. But they kept Muddy Waters. And Billie Holiday, and they kept Magic Sam, Charlie Hooker, and they also kept J. B. Lenoir. So J. B. Lenoir and Muddy Waters got together and got me a job in the suburb of Chicago, Blue Island, Illinois. I went there at 12 o'clock. I said, J. B. Lenoir sent me. He said, yeah, come on back in the back. Wasn't nobody there but me and this white guy. So I went back in the back. They had built a curtain on a stage for me to play behind a curtain because they knew I was black, so they could hear my music but not see my face.
It's amazing.
In Blue Island, Illinois, 1951.
51, wow.
Nobody never talk about that. There's a few guys could talk about it, but nobody never talk about that, including a few guys I want to call name now. They couldn't talk about it because they were managed by some of the white guys in the record company, and they couldn't do it. So when Chess asked me about getting a job there, the union at that time was 10 and 208. They were merging. Bo Diddley was sitting at the table. I said, Bo Diddley, they merging, man. We're just going to have... And we as colored men, it wasn't black and white then, as colored men, going to have a great time because we're going to get represented as a white guys now. Bo Diddley laughed. Muddy Water laughed. Little Walter was getting drunk wherever he done over in the corner. By that time, Leonard and Phil was two brothers. Leonard walked out. He said, what y'all laughing about? Bo Diddley said, Bobby Rush said the union's going to be merging. And by that time, the other broker, he said, what Bobby Rush get that information from? He said, off your desk, Phil. He got it and threw it back at me. And I read it to him. He said, what that say, boy? And I read it to him. He turned around, told his brother, so we can't use that nigga because he can read. So I didn't get the job. That's why me and Red Fox went on down and try to make our little head. So that's what I was doing. So some Major Red Fox, that's what I was doing. My first gig was a comedian, man.
That was it, And that's been a part of your whole, the comedy and your songs. And
if you can hear the song, what I say and the things I do with them, you can hear the comedian thing in me.
Indeed. Did you, when you were small, did you make people laugh? Was it something that you were talking about? I'm just
a cut up. I'm just cut out. I'm just life of the party, man. Just cut out.
Indeed. So, did you? Those must have been dangerous times to be a.
Man, my whole life been dangerous. I slipped through the crack because some things I've done, things I do, most guys can't get away doing it. You know, I go on the floor now talking about I'm in love with a big fat woman. And you can't do that stuff if you ain't.
Oh yeah.
You know. Mm-hmm. But I can talk about that because I got that kind of personality.
Indeed.
And talk about the woman so skinny if she turns sideways, you think she gone.
Gone word.
No.
And on a just changing up, because I wanted to ask you this, because me and you have a lot in common, even from different eras. I mean, you got the hat on.
Yeah. I need me a beard. All I need is a beard. I need me a beard. I'm thinking about it, but I don't want mine gray yet.
Hey, man, I had to let it gallop. I'm there, so, It's
me too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I know what you mean. Yeah. But now, in 2008, I lost my son, 18 years old, to cancer.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know that you gone through, so did that infect your music? And I mean, at that time, did how
it probably did, but I can't say it did because I think the tragedy made me stronger.
Yeah.
Because I had to find some way to hold on, or to hold on to.
Yeah.
I think I got married, and I had 3 sisters-in-law. They thought I was their father. Mm-hmm. Then I had 3 kids. They thought they were their sister and brother, the kid, but they were their auntie. and later on, my daughter passed. Mm-hmm. My 3 sister-in-law passed. Then my next daughter passed. Yeah. My son passed. Then my wife passed.
Yeah.
So that was all of my family.
Yeah. Man.
Until I got married again. Mm-hmm. That was all of my family. Yeah. And I have this one son by my marriage now.
Yeah, so you had to find something to hang on to.
I think I got my strength from losing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to find a way to dust myself off and get up.
Yeah.
I don't know where it come from.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I did it, but thank God I did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I found a way to escape the lonesome days and the void of my children.
Yeah. Your harmonica player, that was, did you master it first or the guitar?
Combination at the same time. Mm-hmm. Maybe the guitar first. Mm-hmm. I didn't really go to the guitar till one time I was up with Little Walter in Waukegan. Mm-hmm. Little Walter was sitting up. He had some money in his pocket. Mm-hmm. He must have had $20 or something. Mm-hmm. I thought that was a lot of money, but I didn't have none. And he was setting these ladies up with beer. Mm-hmm. It was 25 cents a quart. Mm-hmm. So he's sitting there later. He about 4 or 5 quarts of beer. Mm-hmm. Get a whole lady, a lot of ladies drunk, and 25 cents a piece at that. And he kept introducing me. Yeah, y'all, this is my little brother, Bobby Rush. And the lady they was kissing and all everything. I loved that. So he said, Bobby Rush, I'm having fun with these ladies now. He said, man, I'm out of money, man. I said, out of money? I ain't got about $2. Mm-hmm. I said, I got a couple of dollars. He said, no, I got to have some real money. He said, come on, let's go get some real money. I said, I'll be in when you come back, man. Buy a couple of these beers here. I said, with the girls, could you come back? He said, no, you got to go with me, bro. I thought he was going home, who was about 30 miles away from my house. Mm-hmm. But he went out to his car and opened his trunk full of money, $1 bills. How much? I thought he was rich. He probably had about $200,
Yeah.
Because it's just loose in the trunk. Yeah. When he set the trunk up, the money stuck out the side of the trunk. He was pulling it out like that. He said, get you some of this money. I got me a handful. It was about $15. Mm-hmm. But that was a lot of money, for me. I said, Walter, on our way back, I said, listen, where you get all this money, man? You're rich. He said, from playing hard, man. Playing hard, boy. And from that day, I almost put the guitar down.
Wow.
I got that hard. Because I wanted to be rich, like Little Walter. Because I thought he was rich. Indeed. If he had $300, man, it's about the tops. Yeah. But I thought he was rich. Mm-hmm.
But it influenced you in a positive way, though.
Yeah. And I wanted to buy some girls some drink like that. He must have bought $5 worth of beer, man.
$5 when it's all said and done.
He must have bought $5. And I thought that was about $5, 25 cents a quart. Mm. 2 or 3 of them drinking out of a quart of beer. He bought 4 or 5 of them up there, 25 cents a piece. Ooh,
It's a party.
Man, that's a lot of beer.
Yeah.
5 or 6 quarts of beer.
Yeah.
One man buying. Man, everything over, man, $10, $2 or $3, whatever it was. That was a lot of money to me, man. In 1951.
You remember Carling Black Label?
Who that?
Black Label, the beer.
But yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Black. I remember when the Black Label, it was bootlegging too. Yeah.
Did you ever meet Diana Washington?
Yeah. I met her. I didn't meet her till later in her life when Brooke Benton got with her. I met her about a year before that. And when Brooke Benton got with her, she always wanted to do something with Brooke Benton.
Yeah.
Thank love to Yeah, I know her very well. She was hot, man.
Yeah, Billy, was she as beautiful as I thought she was? Billy was.
She was real cocky.
Yeah.
She was like Etta James.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah, that's a long story about me and her.
Oh, well, we got to, got to turn off the mic and hear about that.
Yeah, that's not a radio story.
Indeed, right? Indeed.
But anyway, hey, man, I brought Etta Jane to Chess Record. She came down to Chess Record in 1955. I picked her up I was driving a cab from Chicago. I picked her up at the bus station and took her to Chess Record, which Ralph Bath was a white guy who was married to a black lady, but he was an engineer and an A&R man at Chess Record.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a favorite engineer?
Yeah, Ralph Bath. Ralph Bath slicked me. I was cutting chicken heads. I had a bass man, keyboard player, guitar man, and myself. And Tyrone Davis was in the room with me. And we was with Universal Recordings Company. Man charged me $60 for 3 hours. $60. And I ain't have but $60. And them 3 hours I had to get out of there. We had used about 2 of my hours up trying to show the guy how to play chicken head. I said, I'm going to show y'all this one more time. So I got the guy, I said, listen, come on around. Bass, drummer. I got my guitar. I said, let me show you how I go. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. Cleve even was playing with Rambler Lewis and Count Basie. They all got around. We played the song, jump, jump. And Ralph Bass said, man, that's a good cut. I didn't know they were recording it. They had the tapes on. We didn't cut it no more.
One and done.
I was showing them how to play it.
Right.
I said, I'm going to show you how to play this. Took my guitar, showing them how to play it.
That was it.
And Ralph Bass was smart enough to have the tape on when I did it.
Wow.
Didn't cut it no more. And the keyboard player was sitting there, nearly got a chance to play it on the record.
Wow. Did they come back over do overdubs or just?
I didn't overdub nothing. What you see is what you got.
That was it. Wow.
Didn't even put the piano on it. If you know it's the original record, ain't no keyboard on it.
Wow. I
was gonna put the keyboard on it. I was gonna show the rhythm section how to play it.
Right.
And I'm on the guitar.
Yeah. And I didn't.
And Ralph Bass said, we got it. Cut good. One time.
Right.
I sung it all at the same time. And he went back and did no overdub on it. Nothing.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Did you have many like that? Where you just went straight through?
Yeah, I got a lot of them. I was gonna do demos. You know how they go.
Yeah.
Do some demos and cut the shit. That not knowing what you're doing and God just with your shit come out right.
Yeah, just the way it is. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank
man.
you.
I appreciate you.
Man.
Thank you for what you have done, what you're doing, what you plan to do.